Are we filming? Yes, we are. So I want to talk about a product that probably many of you have. I've had one for only a few weeks. I don't know why I haven't had one of these before after having and using a Filofax for 30 years, but it's probably because in the past I have been essentially using Filofax stationery, pre-punched holes. And it's only over the last couple of years that I've been experimenting with making my own. And I have had a Rapesco, one of these Rapesco punches, but a fixed personal size one, and this is the adjustable one. Why have I got the base taken off? Let me explain. Okay, so let me show you this, because it didn't cost very much, and I wanted to test it to see whether it stood the test of time, as it were. So I've been using it a lot over the last few weeks. But they call it, somewhat incongruously, the diary punch, 6-hole organizer stroke diary punch. And they say that this is capable of punching up to 10 sheets. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't agree with that. But it has the standard 90mm spacing, which has been in existence with the Filofax brand and other brands for many, many decades. 5.5mm slots, holes, if you like. It's okay. It's a little bit on the loose side for Filofax mini size. I'll give you an example. Let's clear the decks here and show you a couple of examples. So let me just find one that I have made earlier. So on the left here is the punches from the Rapesco punch, 5.5mm, and on the right are the. Have I got a punch in here? No, for some reason it's not here. Where is it? Well, I've got a hand punch somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. I should really have. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is my 4mm hand punch, which is perfect holes for a mini size Filofax. But to be honest, I don't really mind using 5.5mm for a mini-sized Filofax. I'm happy with that. I'm just being lazy and using this because it's a lot easier to use this than this. However, there's a as you know, I like modifying things. So let's just remove these, and I will show you what I mean. Okay, so on the base you've got the plastic catch for the little discs of paper. This is a convenient way of opening, but you might as well open the whole thing. And it's got these spring-loaded catches that basically fit on the bottom here, and you can then, it's got an indentation there that moves it. Can you hear that? It's basically positions it in the right place. Well, basically I've removed those. I don't need those. I don't really want those, because I can slide these backwards and forwards myself. And the reason why I'm happy with that, because they don't, once you've set them, they don't move, but I need to have them at an intermediate position, because I use one of my binders, which I use every day, is a twin lock. And the twin lock this is possibly older than me. So this is possibly 60 years old or even earlier. And the twin lock mechanism, although the gap between each ring here is 19 millimeters, this gap is slightly smaller, so it's non-standard. So that's not an issue, because I can just move these along, and it's very easy to just set it, do a test punch, and if it works, fine. If it's not, I move it out a bit, so I can gauge it and then do a batch. And when I mean a batch, I mean like just a whole batch of homemade bits of paper. This is a batch of A7 that's going in one of my Guildford Mini Extra Slims shortly. But I'll tell you what, this is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Let me put the bottom, the base back on. It's actually really, for the money, this is only 10 or 11, 12 pounds typically here in the UK, and it's probably going to last. It's probably going to outlive me. Just really, really well constructed, all metal. And what I do is, rather than feed something in here and sort of have a look, what I prefer to do is have it this way, and then I can gauge it, and then let's see if I'm going to be doing 5. There we go here. So I'm going to do 5, so I'm just going to put it there. So I put in maybe 5 or 6 sheets in one go, and you can see that I haven't actually got them. I haven't adjusted it right. I need to put them close together, and then I can do it. But it is just a solid thing. It doesn't cost very much money. I'm very, very happy with it. I like the fixed Rapesco as well, but because this is an adjustable one, it has this lock, as you can see, to keep it on your desks. I don't know whether this is something that I would use. I don't really fold it. I just leave it like this. It's okay. But I'm very, very, very pleased with the quality of it. Really, really solid. So, there we go. It is the Rapesco. They call it the diary punch, but you and I know that you can use it for anything involving 6-hole or even 5-hole, as in the case of the mini-sized Flatability binders. It's a lovely thing. And I know I shouldn't really be enthusiastic over such a mundane item, but it really does, for me, turn night into day. I wish I'd bought one years ago, really. Years ago. I wish I bought one 30 years ago. There was a time when you could only get them from Flatability, and they deliberately made them really, really expensive to gently encourage people to buy pre-printed stationery, pre-punched, pre-printed stationery. But that's clearly not the case now. The cat is out of the bag, as they say in the UK. You can buy one of these and you can save an absolute bundle on your paper by just using anything you want. And for me, that works very, very well. I use a lot of paper, so I save a lot of money. And it's this Rapesco punch helps me to do that. It comes highly recommended. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.